Hey Capricorn, welcome to your second reading for February. I hope this finds you well. I am bringing you a general reading for the collective of Capricorn, Sun, and Rising. Just take what speaks to you, leave the rest. If nothing speaks to you, which does happen, feel free, if you're here as a Capricorn Sun, to watch the reading that aligns with your rising sign, or be a cross watcher and watch the Sun and or rising sign readings for your divine counterpart. Sometimes good messages come through that way. Just remember, it is being read from the other person's point of view. So those are my options. I am going to be pulling 2 cards here from the Enchanted Map. Nice little oracle deck. All the cards lately are coming out in reverse, so I kind of have to use the guidebook, but remember, you can always flip the energies around. So I set an intention that this side of the spread is for the divine masculine and this side is for the divine feminine, but because it's a reading for the general reading for the collective, it can come through reverse. So if you feel the need to kind of claim one side, even if the label doesn't suit, that's fine. It does not invalidate the reading. That being said, divine masculine gets card number 1, Bone Collector. Yikes, Bone Collector in reverse. And the feminine gets card number 6, Mountain in reverse. Both of these cards have kind of a haunting feeling to them. Just looking at them. Let me see what this says for divine masculine here. So, remember, it came out in reverse, but I'm going to let you look at the card. There it says, the past has a way of repeating itself when you haven't learned the lesson inherent in the original situation. You're faced with this now. The Bone Collector is here to challenge you to see yourself as a whole being and not one who is perpetually trying to heal an old wound. You'll repeat the past if you don't reclaim the things you believe were lost. The information you seek lies in your history. Familiarity in this case isn't an invitation to dance the old dance once again. Instead, it is a call to retreat and choose differently. The Bone Collector has a message. If you do what you did, you'll get what you got. Her warning is delivered with kindness, and she has deep love and respect for you. She will protect you, right? So, definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting different results. So it is definitely an interesting message for the divine masculine. The feminine gets card number 6, also in reverse, the Mountain card, and it says, there is an obstacle to your inquiry. This is not the time to move forward. Wait a while. Be patient, and a way around the mountain will be revealed. Pushing forward isn't for your highest good. Don't try to climb too high to grasp the prize that seems out of reach, because it is, for now. If you exceed your limits, you'll find yourself tumbling down and you'll get hurt. Remain open to a new possibility rather than stubbornly forging ahead. Oh my gosh, if this isn't a perfect message for Capricorn, I don't know what is. So if you're here as a feminine Capricorn, that's for you. It makes sense, but both of these cards are sort of feeling like protecting you from, those aspects of yourself where you're demanding too much of yourself, expecting too much of yourself, or reaching too high and too far and too fast before you've learned the lessons of where you are right now. Got it? Or what you've just come through, I should say. So this is a cute little deck I just got, thanks to those of you who have made donations. What I do is I save them up, and then I go on a little shopping spree for oracle cards. And this is 50 little inspirational insight cards from, I also have a new tarot deck. So this is from famous people, authors, poets, thought leaders, celebrities, and just some little positive inspirational insight. So what wants to come through for Capricorn? This is for the Capricorns watching. Capricorn Sun or Rising. This is perfect. Great works are performed not by strength, but by perseverance. Samuel Johnson. That's another perfect Capricornian energy here. not by strength, but by perseverance. The continued search for perfection and persevering is what it's all about. It's not about how strong you are. It's about how long you can persevere and overcome all those obstacles. That feels like a 9 of Wands card, right? Perseverance, or the Strength card even, because the Strength card isn't about strength in a physical sense. It's about summoning your strength, your courage, and your confidence to know you can overcome an obstacle, and the only way to do that is to persevere. So the Strength card and the 9 of Wands come through in that message. Let's see what's going on in your connection. So, Divine Masculine is stepping into the reading in the energy of the 7 of Wands. That could be some resistance or defensiveness. And the Feminine is stepping into the reading in the energy of the 8 of Cups. Walking away from something that no longer serves on an emotional level. Sometimes it's also going in search of what they are after. If you look at the 8 of Cups, there are little holes here where 2 cups would go. The 2 of Cups, that soulmate card. So sometimes I feel like this is the beginning of the Hermit's journey, going in search, of what fills their heart. But it can also just be plain old walking away from drama. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. High Priestess in the past. 7 of Swords, 2 7s for the masculine right now, and the 3 of Swords. Masculine really is going through something here. Feminine, Ace of Cups. Oh my goodness, in the past. There's the Strength card, that perseverance I was just talking about. And the 2 of Wands, choosing the path forward. Interesting. So right off the bat, what I'm seeing here is the High Priestess in the past, card of Pisces, could be some measure of, I would say, no communication, but I feel like there was communication because I'm seeing this Ace of Cups. So what I feel is this card may be about secrecy. The High Priestess is about what's hidden. Right? The things we can't see and the things we can't hear. It's about hidden energies and sometimes hidden feelings. And she can also be a card of secrets. And then we have their present experience, and the connection is something that is just not on the level, that feels like a deception, a betrayal, something that there's like a breach of trust here with this card. And in the future, and that may be why they're defensive. And then in the future, the 3 of Swords. So there's heart heaviness or heartbreak here. This doesn't feel very good, I know. I will clarify everything. And the Feminine in the past, Ace of Cups, seeing this as the love of a lifetime, this divine gift of love. But there's something that's not going right. This Feminine is sort of turning their back on. And yet their experience in this connection is one of perseverance, of pushing forward, of gathering up their strength, their courage, and their confidence to know they can overcome the challenges or the obstacles. And then we get the 2 of Wands in the future, right? World of possibilities in the palm of your hand, Capricorn. If you're here as the feminine Capricorn, if not, if just the divine feminine, and looking out on the horizon and seeing all the options before you, the 2 paths now before you. What do you want? What do you choose? So let me do a little shuffle here. And I am just going to say, because I feel the need to say it, the Mountain in reverse does feel like this person is beginning to ascend a mountain, if you can just see it in the graphic of the card, in the illustration. So there may be something that you're working here to overcome. That has been, this card may also be about receiving an assist. These 2 kind of help each other. So it may be that you are feeling feminine, that the 2 of you can push forward and overcome and climb the mountain together, but maybe things went too far too fast. So I'm just going to leave that there. What did we get for the Bone Collector, right? Not learning from the past. and repeating the same patterns over and over. So we'll see what comes out for that. All right. 7 of Wands. Are we ready? Here we go. Ready or not? Do keep in mind, Mercury has stationed direct, but is still in the post-shadow phase, and that goes through March 13th. So we do still have lots of communication issues that we may be revisiting, especially since it was in the sign of Aquarius. Ooh, so Page of Swords. I feel as if this masculine is defensive because of something they saw, heard, learned, a message they received. Might have been kind of checking up on this feminine in social media and saw something that they either, it's feeling like suspicion. This is the spy or the detective of the tarot. So that defensive posture with suspicion in the mix. Yep. I almost feel, there's your card, Capricorn. I almost feel that this devil is showing up in the energy. It's feeling a little obsessive, maybe a little possessive. 2 of Wands underneath. So now you're mirroring each other with this choosing a path. I just feel as if this suspicion is causing the problem. Right? Like intuition is our friend. Suspicion is not. Suspicion, when our mind runs away with us and we read into a situation something that really isn't there. And so I just like to put that out there because what I'm seeing here is very resistant and aggressive and possessive and obsessive energy around something that may have been a misunderstanding. Page of Swords. High Priestess in the past. Yep. Reaching a crossroads. So we have Pisces and Scorpio energy here. This was a big shift for this masculine. The major arcana are the cards that represent like major life occurrences, major phases of life or experiences of life. All the other cards are kind of the day-to-day nuances. So this was a big moment for this masculine where they knew on some level. This is an inner knowing card that they were at a crossroads. Judgment can be about answering the call of the connection. It can be about do you ask for forgiveness or offer forgiveness? Do you look for the second chance or do you opt out? Crossroads. And they opted out. So this is a masculine who may have heard or seen something that led them to feel that they were not being dealt with fairly or honestly, and they opted out. That's what I'm seeing in the past. Present experience, they're still focused on the 7 of Swords. And it has to do with a commitment. So I feel they think someone stepped out on them, right? This person stepped out on them, broke the trust, the fidelity. Could be going on right now, a lot of back and forth energy, like passionate conversation and sometimes not in a good way. I mean, even angry conversation is conversation. Even anger is passion, and I'm just feeling as if whatever this communication is about, it's kind of at a feverish pitch, is what I'm feeling coming through. And then we've got the 3 of Swords in the future. Heavy-heartedness, heartbroken. Two of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. Huh. And the High Priestess with the Divine Feminine energy to boot. Okay, so underneath, I'll just put these aside for a moment. For those who are new, when I pull from under the deck, it's usually what's just lying under the surface, just, you know, bubbling up in the psyche of the person. And it may be like what's going on behind the scenes in their world, or issues or energies that they're not quite focused on, but that are informing their behavior. So what I see in the future here is they're still, even though they're heart heavy and or maybe brokenhearted, they're still going to try to sort things out. And here is this Page of Wands, which is like an initiation, a strike of the match, you know, like igniting the spark or reigniting the spark. So it is lighthearted, keeping it kind of light and flirty, and that seems to be a result of they still haven't quite sorted through everything. So the options of do I stay or do I go seem to still be in the picture here, and maybe they just strike the match to keep the spark alive, and underneath they're just going on intuition, and it's all around this beautiful Divine Feminine energy, the unconditional love. So they have those hidden secret feelings still for this feminine, is what I'm saying. Despite the heart heaviness here, they've got that energy of, well, I'm not quite sure where I'm coming out on this whole situation, so I'm just going to try to keep the spark alive. Very interesting. Interesting that we get the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is here for this masculine presently, but it's underneath. It is about choosing a path. And the choosing of the path is all about like, hey, not what's right or wrong, but what's best for me in this moment right now at this time. Whoop, too many cards. So, feminine, Eight of Cups. I wanted to fly out, so I'll take it. All right, I'm going to move this down here. I will take this card underneath. So what I'm seeing here is a feminine who's trying to like focus on a creative solution to a problem. Like, why did this person walk away? So while I feel this feminine is sort of turning her back on the drama, I don't think the feminine is the one that walked away. I think the masculine walked away. Or shut this feminine out, or shut them down somehow, or resisting it all. And the feminine's kind of like, what is this about? So this beautiful energy of the Eight of Pentacles is great because it is about focusing on a solution to a problem. It's the Apprentice card, right? Sustaining your effort, attention, and your focus on what is this all about, and doing the hard work that it takes to kind of get clear around it. And then the next card out is this Queen of Swords, right? Truth seeker, truth teller. I need to understand this fully. I need to get clear on everything. The truth needs to be revealed. Hand extended is basically saying, like, I'm open to a meeting of the minds here. Like, let's just put everything cards face up on the table. And underneath is, you know, I'll take a leap of faith. I feel this feminine is trying to kind of resolve the situation and better understand it. Get to the truth of the matter. I'm not really interested in the drama, but I don't feel that the feminine is the one that walked away. And I feel like they kind of would take a leap of faith if they could better understand what really happened. Whew. Because in the past, feminine thought, like, this is it. This is the one. This profound divine gift of the love of a lifetime. My one true love. Yes. Victory card here, the beautiful Cancerian energy of the Chariot, that moving forward together victoriously with this love. All the romance, this masculine coming toward the feminine with all this emotional availability, the most romantic card in the deck. They manifested that, right? Three of Wands underneath. They thought my ships are coming in, and then something went haywire. Something went haywire. And I'm feeling it's based on suspicion. That's just what I see. If that doesn't resonate for you, this may not be your reading, but that's the only explanation. Feminine strength card right now, persevering. Ooh, and right, going within to seek the clarity, the Two of Swords, perfect energy here. So it's not just about gathering up your strength, your courage, and your confidence to kind of overcome the obstacles. It's about finding the clarity and knowing it's within you. Like, I'm going to go within here because we already have the Queen of Swords. So truth seeker, truth teller, but this is showing the work of going within for the clarity around, like, there's a decision now. What do I do about this situation? So I need to get clear with myself about the truth of the situation. I also need to get clear about the meaning and the purpose of the decision, the choice I have to make, and how I'm going to go about making it. So there's a lot of deep inner thought here on top of the strength. I like this because it shows that this feminine feels somewhat invested in the connection. I'm seeing signs that there's an investment in at least exploring what, for the love of all that's holy, just happened here, and wanting to understand it better. One more on that. Yes, holding out hope, faith, and trust that the universe has your back and will grant your wish. It is also a card of healing, guided healing, protection. So, but I'm feeling more about that maintaining hope, keeping hope alive. It feels more aligned, right? Because there's something under here. There's been a conflict where, with this Ace of Cups. So something got in the way. There's disharmony. The Five of Wands could be that there's been arguments back and forth, or it could just be that there's been outside interference causing the instability and tempers flaring and lack of harmony and lack of unity. That's underneath all around this amazing gift of love. So I feel like I'm seeing that the feminine kind of understands there's turmoil here. There's an obstacle, there's something to overcome, but really isn't clear 100% about what it all is. So is doing a lot of inner work. However, at one point or another, you're going to have to choose your way forward, feminine. Masculine knows that as well, so at least you're on the same page there. Right? Because something here may not be sustainable. So normally when the Tower shows up, it suggests that the issue, it's like happening now, but this is a future facing card. So for some of you, you may be going through what I'm reading as the future right now. We're all on different timelines. Please keep that in mind. But in the event that everything's tracking with your storyline and your timing right now, in the future, the thought may be, what path do I choose? Is this a sustainable connection? Is the relationship sustainable? Is the path I'm on sustainable? Because that Tower coming from the top of the deck suggests that the feminine feels a sense of impending doom and something not being on a stable foundation. And there's that solitary journey. That's where I'm going to stop right there, because I said in the beginning, this is the beginning of the journey of the hermit up the mountain. Here's your mountain card, right? Don't climb it all at once, one foot in front of the other. Don't get too far ahead of yourself. This is all coming full circle. So I do sort of feel as if the feminine may take time on their own to sort through it. Go within, kind of remove themselves from the situation and really seek the self-awareness. This is inner work. This is a very beautiful energy. All coming from this feminine is lots of self-introspection, lots of seeking truth and clarity and wisdom and understanding from themselves, which is beautiful. But you know, it takes two to tango, so don't take all the ownership, just own what's yours. Focus on that. If this is speaking to you, dear Capricorn, feminine, masculine, whatever, I will take this to the extended now. And what I'm going to do is take all this energy and now laser beam focus on one issue, situation, or energy that needs your attention right here, right now. So it kind of helps you make sense of all this and prioritize one thing. Then we've got the block, the challenge, or the dynamic between you around that issue, and then what you can do about it or expect to come of it. I will pull cards where you each offer messages to one another? What are you trying to say to one another? At 5D, a card for you, Capricorn, from your higher self, spirit of the universe. We'll let your spiritual team weigh in on the reading, and then what can you expect coming on your path going forward. So we'll take a look at all of that. I hope to see you there. I'll be there in a second. The link is below in the description box right below this video. Should be in the first or second sentence. I'll see you in a second or in a future reading. Take care, Capricorn. Bye-bye.